Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome back. It's time for another shave. I'm back to work tomorrow. I know 2 weeks in a row, right? Actually, I had a good time shaving last week, so I figured I'd throw up another video. It was good to see that some of you guys in the shave groups watched and commented, so what can I say? I like the attention. So what are we shaving with tonight? Super simple shave. Like I said, just getting down to business, back to work. I'm using the Supermax Kwik. It's an all-plastic two-piece razor. I've used it before on the channel. I've got it loaded with a Bluebird blade. It's actually the first time I'm using a Bluebird. It's in a sampler that I bought when I first started wet shaving, and I'm just getting around to using it. And then for the soap, if you watched my last video, I'm trying to burn through some of my stuff. Just because I have so much of it, I kind of want to work through it and get some of it done. So I'm using the Little Tim's Mahogany and Lavender. If you haven't seen my videos, Little Tim's is a local barber shop, and he makes artisan soaps as well. He does haircuts and shaves, and he sells soaps and that he makes at home. They're good soaps. The scents are pretty mild, but they lather up real well. And I'm using the Wet Shave Club boar brush just because. So anyway, fresh out of the shower, let's get going. Hope everybody is doing well, having good shaves. Today is Sunday. Was it the 14th of May? Happy Mother's Day, if there are any mothers out there watching this. If not, gentlemen and ladies, I hope you spent some time and did nice things with the family. Took your mother out to lunch or dinner or however you choose to celebrate Mother's Day. I hope you had a good time. I spent the day batch cooking my meals for the week. Then I went to my brother's house. Hung out at the swimming pool. No Mother's Day festivities here. Unfortunately, my mother passed away in 2001. So that's that. So now we just kind of hung out at the pool. It was a good time though. It was a good time hanging out with family. Had a little brunch. Swam in my brother's pool. Got some sun. Made some vitamin D. Yeah. So anyway, let's get going. This razor is all plastic, so it's very tempting to use some pressure to get a close shave, but you don't have to. But it does seem counterintuitive. This razor actually is not super aggressive. If you look at it, it's got quite a bit of blade showing, but if you look where the safety bar is, the gap isn't real high. So it's, I don't know, I don't even know if I would call it a mildly aggressive razor, but you can definitely get a good shave from it. And you can definitely feel the blade on the skin, that's for sure. But it's not typically irritating to me, and I always get pretty quality shaves from it. Sometimes I nick myself, sometimes I don't. And that's with any shave though, or any razor. Soap, as you can see, lathers pretty quick. It's got a very mild scent. And the blade seems to be working adequately. Not too sharp, not too dull. Pretty comfortable. No complaints. Just remembered today, as I was making my meals for the week, because I work 12-hour days, I took a day off on the 17th that I had forgotten about. I know, how do you forget about taking a day off? But I cooked too much food. Not too much food, but I mean, you know, I didn't have to do all that meal prep. But it's done, and now I don't have to worry about it on my day off. I can truly relax, do something fun, hopefully. And you may be thinking, Carl, what did you cook? Well, I cooked a strange menu today. I've been trying to increase my fruits and vegetables and have more meat and dairy and eggless meals. So I made a selection of Ethiopian dishes. I made a dish called gomen wat, which is stewed greens, collard greens and kale with Ethiopian spices, Berber spice and smoked paprika and some other spices I don't remember off the top of my head. I made a red lentil stew and another dish called tikil gomen, which is cabbage with carrots and potatoes kind of sauteed with sauteed in turmeric and some other spices. Really good. I've had it at Ethiopian restaurants before. Today was my first time trying to cook Ethiopian food at home. Not exactly the same, but it came out pretty stinking good, if I do say so myself. I had a plate after I packed it all up, divvied it out. There was a little left over in the pots, enough for a plate, and that's what I had for lunch before I went to my brother's house. It was good. I'm excited about it. I don't usually spend that much time doing meal prep, anything quite so exotic, but I feel like doing something different than what I usually cook. We'll see how it holds up for a week, 4 to 5 days worth of cooking. Alright, enough yammering about that. Let's talk about the shave. I'm on the second pass. It's going real good. Nice protection from the soap. Nice cutting from the blade. And the razor is super light and easy to use. Okay, second pass is done. Nice, nice. Last pass. May or may not have some pickups after this. So it was good to post that video last week of my Tobacco Tuesday shave. I really gotta say, I was super impressed and pleased with the tobacco. It was very nice. And so, been watching a couple of videos here and there, and I've noticed some of the guys out there giving head shaves, you know, Christopher David Bailey over at iLather, and then Ronnie Greer in the Shavette World group has been posting some live videos. I don't know if he's posted any on his YouTube page, but those fellas have been doing some head shaves with the head blade, which I think is interesting. It's a cool gadget. I haven't used one in quite a while, and I don't want to be like, oh, I was using them a long time ago, but I think I got the original head blade, I don't know, back in 2000, 2002, 3, somewhere around there, in the early 2000s. And it was a cool gadget. The original, I don't know if you've seen any of the newer ones, but the original has a wheel mechanism on the bottom. The original didn't, and you just kind of drug the blade across your head. And it worked really well. It took some getting used to. The first time I used it, I cut the snot out of myself because there was a little bit of a learning curve. But after I got used to it, I really liked it. The problem I had with it was the blades were expensive. Now it used, Headblade made some proprietary blades. It's 3 passes. It's very nice. Maybe some pickups. But Headblade made some proprietary 2-blade cartridges. But you could also use Atra or Atra Plus blades, which at the time were 12, 15 bucks for a pack of 10-ish or something like that. But they were still selling the generics, the store brands. The local grocery store, I could buy a pack of 10 for $8 or $9. So it was still pretty relatively affordable. But then they started coming out with the upgraded models of Headblade, 2-3 blade jobbers. And then over time, I guess the Atra blades, so the market for them kind of dwindled off, and they stopped making generics. And it just got too expensive to use. I mean, the Atra blades, like I said, they were 12, 15 bucks or whatever it was for a pack of 10. And it was just cheaper to buy some cheap, cheap 2 or 3 blade cartridges, disposable cartridge razors to shave my head with. So I stopped using it. Finish this up. But before I stopped, they had introduced a new head blade, and it was the first model. It was called the Headblade Sport. It was the first model that had little wheels on the back end of it, and it was pretty nifty. It worked. I bought one of those too and used it for a little while until the blades became too expensive. But it was nifty. The wheels broke off of it after, I don't know, 6-8 months of use, because really it was 2 plastic wheels like on a toy car, held together by a really thin metal or wire rod. But anyway, eventually I stopped using it. But anyway, what am I yammering on about? I've seen those guys started using them, the newer updated models, and it's kind of piqued my interest. So I may end up picking up one of the newer models, and I'm going to try and dig through some of my stuff to see if I can find the original and give that a go. So I may be making a video of that coming out. Let's see, here's the shave. Beautiful shave. Not much irritation. Let's see what the old Alan has to say. Ooh, little stinger on the neck there, maybe overshaved. But all in all, not terrible. Right. Well, that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Stick around. I may be making more videos coming up. I've still got a bunch of stuff that I bought for Christmas that I need to pull out and use. So I may be making videos with that. Like I said, if I can find that old head blade, I'll make a video with that. And you may even see me pick up one of the new head blades. You never know. But anyway, hope you have a great week. Happy Mother's Day again, if there's any mothers out there watching. I hope everybody has a good day. God bless. Thanks for watching.